Imagine a time of fierce warriors, longboats slicing through icy waters, and tales of daring raids and exploration. The air was filled with the scent of the sea and the sound of battle cries as these seafaring Norsemen embarked on their legendary voyages. This was the Viking Age, a period from the late 8th to the 11th centuries when Norsemen from Scandinavia left their mark on the world. They ventured far and wide, from the icy shores of Greenland to the bustling markets of Constantinople, leaving behind a legacy of adventure and conquest. They were not just fearsome raiders, but also skilled traders, explorers, and yes, empire builders. Their longboats were not only instruments of war, but also vessels of commerce carrying goods like furs, amber, and even slaves across vast distances. One such empire builder was Harald Fairhair, the first king to unify Norway. His ambition knew no bounds, and his determination to consolidate power led to the formation of a unified Norwegian kingdom. Harald's story is one of ambition, warfare, and ultimately unification. He fought numerous battles, overcoming rival chieftains and forging alliances, all in the pursuit of a singular vision. He transformed the political landscape of Norway, leaving a legacy that resonates even today. His efforts laid the foundation for a centralized authority which would shape the future of the region for centuries to come. His story is inseparable from the broader context of the Viking Age, a time of great change and upheaval in Europe. The Vikings were not just marauders, they were also settlers, farmers, and craftsmen, contributing to the cultural and economic fabric of the lands they touched. Their influence can still be seen in the languages, traditions, and even the genetic makeup of modern Europe. Harald was born into a time of division. Norway was not a unified country, but a patchwork of small kingdoms, each ruled by its own chieftain. Harald's father, Halfdan the Black, ruled a small kingdom in southeastern Norway. Legend has it that Harald, as a young man, fell deeply in love with Gyda, a beautiful but proud princess. She refused his marriage proposal, stating she would only marry the man who could unite all of Norway under his rule. Harald, determined to win her hand, vowed not to cut or comb his hair until he had conquered all of Norway. Harald spent years battling rival chieftains, forging alliances, and expanding his power base. His defining moment came at the Battle of Hafrsfjord, fought sometime between 872 and 900 AD. This epic clash pitted Harald against a coalition of powerful chieftains from western and southern Norway. The battle raged, a chaotic dance of longships clashing, swords ringing and arrows filling the sky. Harald's forces, though outnumbered, fought with a ferocity born of years of campaigning. When the dust settled, Harald emerged victorious, his opponents either vanquished or forced to submit. The victory at Hafrsfjord marked a turning point. Harald was now the undisputed ruler of most of Norway. He consolidated his power, creating a more centralized system of government. He understood that lasting unity required more than just military might. He strategically married off his daughters and sisters to secure alliances and solidify his rule. He also established a system of taxation and law, bringing much-needed stability to the land. Section 5. The Legacy of Harald Fairhair. Unification and beyond. Harald Fairhair's reign was not without its challenges. He faced rebellions from those who yearned for the old ways. Despite these struggles, his achievement was monumental. He had unified a land long divided, laying the foundation for the Kingdom of Norway. His unification had far-reaching consequences. It fostered a sense of national identity among the Norwegians. It also paved the way for Norway to emerge as a significant power in Scandinavia and beyond. Section 6. The Viking Age, a time of expansion and exploration. This period, spanning from the late 8th century to the early 11th century, marked a significant chapter in European history. Harald Fairhair's reign coincided with the heart of the Viking Age. As the first king of Norway, he played a crucial role in unifying the Norwegian tribes, which in turn strengthened the Viking expeditions. This was an era of unprecedented expansion and exploration for the Norsemen. They ventured into unknown territories, driven by a desire to discover new lands and opportunities. Driven by a combination of factors, including overpopulation, a search for new trade routes, and a thirst for adventure, the Vikings set out on their longships. These ships were marvels of engineering, designed to withstand the harshest of seas. Viking longships sailed far and wide. Their voyages took them across the North Atlantic, down the rivers of Eastern Europe, and even into the Mediterranean Sea. They raided and traded across Europe, reaching as far east as the Caspian Sea and as far west as North America. Their impact on the regions they visited was profound, influencing local cultures and economies. They established settlements in Iceland, Greenland, and even briefly in North America. These settlements served as bases for further exploration and trade. The Vikings were fearless explorers and navigators, using tools like the sunstone and primitive compasses to guide their journeys. Their knowledge of the seas was unparalleled at the time. Their longships were capable of navigating both rivers and open seas, allowing them to penetrate deep into continental Europe and beyond. The legacy of the Viking Age is still evident today in the cultures and histories of the regions they touched. Section 7. Harald's impact on Viking culture. Harald Fairhair's unification of Norway had a profound impact on Viking culture. His reign helped to foster a sense of national identity, which in turn influenced art, storytelling, and even shipbuilding. The sagas, epic tales passed down orally and later written down, often celebrated the deeds of Harald and his warriors. These sagas played a crucial role in preserving Viking history and culture, ensuring that the legacy of Harald Fairhair and his era lived on. His unification also led to greater standardization in shipbuilding and military tactics, making the Norwegian Vikings a more formidable force. Section 8. Norway's place in the Viking world. Under Harald Fairhair and his successors, Norway became a major player in the Viking world. Norwegian Vikings, emboldened by their national unity, undertook daring expeditions, establishing settlements and engaging in trade and warfare across Europe and beyond. They played a key role in the formation of the Kievan Rus, a vast East Slavic state centered in modern-day Ukraine and Russia. They also had a significant impact on the British Isles, where they ruled over large swathes of territory, leaving an enduring mark on the language, culture, and genetics of the region. Section 9. Conclusion. A legacy etched in stone and saga. Harald Fairhair's story is a testament to the ambition and impact of a single individual. His journey from a regional chieftain to the first king of a unified Norway is nothing short of legendary. He rose from a regional chieftain to become the first king of a unified Norway. This monumental achievement was not just a personal victory, but a pivotal moment in the history of the Scandinavian region. His legacy is etched in stone monuments, standing tall and proud across the Norwegian landscape, each one telling a story of valor and leadership. In the sagas that immortalize his deeds passed down through generations, these stories have kept his memory alive, painting him as a hero of epic proportions and in the very fabric of Norwegian identity. His influence can be felt in the cultural and national pride that Norwegians hold dear to this day. He was more than just a warrior king. He was a unifier, bringing together disparate tribes and regions under one banner, fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose. A visionary who helped shape the destiny of Norway. His strategic mind and foresight laid the groundwork for a nation that would endure through the ages and left an undeniable mark on the Viking Age. His reign marked the beginning of a new era, one characterized by exploration, conquest, and cultural flourishing. His story reminds us of the power of ambition, the allure of exploration, and the importance of daring to dream big. It serves as an inspiration for future generations to pursue their own paths with courage and determination, and the enduring legacy of those who dare to dream big. Harald Fairhair's life and achievements continue to resonate, reminding us that one person's vision can indeed change the course of history.